So I've got some of that fresh, cool air coming into my space. Maybe you guys cracked a window or spent a little time outdoors today. So I had taught a class this morning that upon the beginning, let's just say it wasn't exactly what I expected. Things didn't go the way I expected them to go. And that happens to us, I think, a lot. And so I'm reminding myself at the same time as I am reminding you that we can use our yoga, right, to as a tool to notice our relationship to expectations, right? So very often we have this idea of what we expect things to be and how we expect them to be and how we expect them to happen. And in fact, they don't always go that way, right? So being in the present moment, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center, right? Check out the positioning of your body. Maybe with the eyes open still, you can look down to the feet. And especially my friend Roger, who I don't think that we have met before, so welcome. If you can see me and hear me, it would be really helpful to make sure that your feet are safely planted on the ground, about hips distance, heels or ankles underneath the knees, and then close your eyes. So on the mat, on the chair, we can realize the anticipation of what might be, right? Perhaps with enough practice, we can learn to see the world optimistically. It is good to have a plan, but then be willing to throw it out when a better choice or option comes our way, or sometimes a different choice or option that we didn't exactly desire. Okay. And then open the eyes, take a nice big breath in, reach those arms up. Good, and as you exhale, bring the hands down by your side, and we're gonna start hip walking. So feet can stay on the ground, but you can just walk. Hip walking really means it's like as if you were taking a walk. Instead of using your feet, you're using your hips. So my feet are staying pretty planted, right? You can hold on to the side of the chair and feel like your hips can step forward and back. And so I like taking that hip walk because not only does it wake up the hips a little bit, but it also helps us to become more aware of how and where we are positioned on the chair. Right, and the next time you find yourself walking as far forward as you can, I want you to stay there, but feel stable, yeah? Good, and then keeping that right arm down, inhale and reach that left arm up. Good, so you probably feel a nice stretch coming out of the side body. If not, see if you can engage a little bit, reach a little bit longer, maybe push into that left foot a little bit more and reach a little higher with that left arm. Good. So in order to reach higher, we start to feel like there's a need to stabilize the core, right? So pull up a little from the base of the pelvic floor and a little bit in and up with the navel, with the belly button. Good. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lean the body to the right. Good. And so see if you like that position with the hand on the seat of the chair, or maybe you can hold on to the leg of the chair. Right, so staying stable and strong. Right, we're gonna wake up that core a little bit today because core strength helps to keep us warm when the weather gets a little chilly. So releasing that right hand, slowly reach it out and up. You'll feel that belly working, come back to center and lower down the left hand. Hold the seat of the chair and start to reach a little more. Right, so when we really reach, we can feel this balance between how grounded and rooted our seat is, how grounded our feet are, and how much space we can create in the body. Take a really good breath in. Remember, stabilizing pelvic floor and lower belly. As you exhale, lean the body over to the left. Right, maybe you want to keep the hand on the chair, maybe on the seat of the chair, maybe you want to hold on to the leg of the chair. Right, see what place feels most comfortable for you. All right, so I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that this is a practice of health and well-being for the body and the mind, and you meet yourself where you are. Yeah. So stabilizing that core, release the hand from the chair, slowly sweep it out, maybe stopping or pausing or going really slowly about halfway, coming all the way up to center. Good. And hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Good. And now we're going to try to march. Instead of hip walking, we're going to kind of walk with the feet, but walk in place. So lift that left foot up and then lower it down. Lift the right one up and lower it down. So you might just keep walking. You might feel like you can use your hands as a gauge to try to get the knees to come up a little higher, right? Trying maybe to tap the knee on the forearm, and I'm going to say big maybe. I'm not getting mine anywhere near it. But of course, we have an option, right? We could sort of round the spine and lower the arms, but that takes away defeats the purpose of working strong in the core. So feel like it is a direction, not a destination. So you're walking. Yeah, it's like walking in place. Yeah, good. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more steps. You might choose to speed the pace up a little bit, but make sure that it doesn't rob you of your breath. Okay? Warming up here. Good. The next time you lift that left leg, I want you to hug it in. See if you can hold on behind the thigh, behind the knee. See if you can bring a little closer and start to circle the ankle. Wiggle the toes. Good. And then slowly come to stillness. Bring that leg down about halfway. So the foot is actually hovering and floating off of the ground, right? Maybe it's more than halfway, depending on how high you had it up toward the chest. And then see if you can release the hands and reach them forward again. And so you're going to just hover, right? So we're strengthening. So this is actually a core muscle, right? You might feel it more in the hip flexor, right? In that joint there. But the hip flexor actually is a core muscle. Give me one more really good breath in. And then exhale, lower the foot down, lower the arms down. With an inhale, sweep them out and up. Good, and exhale, lean over to the right. Good, we're gonna sway a little bit quicker. Inhale up, and exhale, lean to the left. Good, inhale up, arms out halfway in front of you. Good, and then start to march again. March, lifting, right? So this action, I'm just giggling because my dog is just merrying around my pool area. She does not know how excited she can possibly even be that she has all this freedom to roam around. I came from like a total city living and now she's got all this place to run around. So don't mind me if I keep gazing outside. My door is open, my dog is wandering and having a really good time. All right, so the next time you find that right leg lifting up, hold on behind the knee. Hug it in, flex and point, circle, wiggle, right? So I have that expectation that my dog will always be by my side because usually she is. My husband always says she's tethered to me. Well, she's not so tethered here. She's got some freedom, a little different from my expectation, but I'm gonna trust that she's gonna be really good, yeah? And then release those hands as you slowly lower it down about halfway to that hovering point. Flex the foot and reach the arms forward. Woo, so good. Breath in and breath out. Right, keeping nice tall posture, working those hip flexors and that core. Breath in and breath out. Good. Slowly, slowly lowering the foot down, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Good. Inhale back to center and exhale, hands come down. Beautiful. Hold onto the seat of the chair. See if you can keep the heels of your feet on the floor, but lift up the toes. Yeah. Good. So there's an action really happening in the front of the shin, right? And then see if you can keep a nice tall spine, but start to lean back a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. You could stay right there, or you could release those arms, reach them forward in front of you. Yeah. Maybe shifting the palms to face one another, and see if you can lift your right foot or your left foot up and float them up in the air. Woohoo! Yeah. This is Navasana, boat pose, right? So there's a balancing happening on the sitting bones, right? Try not to roll back onto the tailbone, right? The ischial tuberosity bones, those two little bones at the base of the tushy, yeah? All right, one more breath in. And exhale, lower the hands and feet. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, let's take a swan dive. Start with the hands on the knees and slide them down the shins. Check out the placing of those feet. Make sure they're safe and stable. Inhale, fingers on the shins. Come up halfway, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out and rise on up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good, let's take that flow again. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. You guys hear my dog? Oh, you're so funny. Sasha never barks. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Not today. Exhale, fold. Okay, reaching those arms out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. All right, Sasha, chill, baby. I think she needs something. All right, I'm just gonna keep a good sense of humor, right? So, expectations. My expectation is my dog will sit very happily through every single Zoom yoga class. Not today. How funny. So you have to wait and be patient. I'm sorry. All right, inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out and rise on up. As you exhale, hug your left knee into your chest. This time, take a round and curl, right? Flex the toes, nose toward knee, rounded spine. Good. With an inhale, lower that left leg, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, hugging that right leg in, maybe around the shin, chin to chest, flex the toes. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. We're going to interlace the fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows and bring the hands to the back of the head, elbows open wide. All right, make sure those feet are stable. I see you want something. I know. I'm sorry, baby. Patience. Yeah? Good. Big breath in. And exhale, lean the body to the left. Right? So there's a, Sasha, really? So there's a side body stretch here. Good. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, opposite side. Good. Inhale, back up to center. Release the arms and bring your hands to your heart center. And I'm going to ask you to do me a really big favor. Rest your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, and just breathe. I'm going to place her inside my house so she doesn't bark anymore. I'll be right back. Okay, expectations at its greatest. So open those eyes, hands come to heart center. My hope is that we can't hear her barking because I'm in a different little building, my little casita. Interlace those fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, hands to the back of the head. Stabilize those feet. Use your next exhale. Lean the body to the left. Ah, good. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean the body to the right. Good. Inhale, center. Lift the chin up. See if you can lean back a little. Open the heart. A little bit of a back bend, right? Run one really big breath in here. As you exhale, hug those elbows in toward the face. Round the spine. Chin to chest. Pull middle back backwards. Good. Inhale, lift the head, tilt the pelvis, heart rises, elbows open wide. Exhale, round and hunch, chin to chest. Don't force it. Pull the belly in as you exhale out. Inhale, open wide. And exhale, round. Good. One more time. Inhale, open wide. As you exhale, lifting up that left knee, rounding chin toward chest. Maybe knee can tap elbows. Inhale, open wide. I have a Houdini. She got out of the house. Exhale, contract and hug in that right leg. Good. One more time each side. Inhale, open. Exhale, lifting and closing. Right, closing the elbows, lifting the knee. Inhale, open. And exhale, contract and knee lifts. Good. Inhale, open. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. All right, we're going to open up that hip flexor. So take that left leg, step it out to the left. Good. And starting here by turning the torso to face over that right leg. Right, hands on those ribs, guiding your hips to that position. Good. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, lower that left hand down toward that left leg and lean the body over to the left. Good. Now you're trying to keep that right shoulder pulling up and open. Right, there's some traction happening with that left arm on that left leg. Feel the stabilization of your core. See if you can hold your body here. Spread the fingers wide on that left hand. And now reach the left hand forward as if it's coming out of your belly button, right? So there's a little rotation going on here, but the hand is reaching forward, like right toward the camera. Palm is up, it's like an offering, yes. One more really big breath here. Good, exhale, bringing that left hand back and around, rise on up. Good, hands to the heart. Good, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, turn and open the body toward that left leg. Good, separate those arms and hold in this very simple variation of a warrior pose. Good, one more breath. Maybe lean back, lift the heart up. Beautiful. Lower the hands to the left thigh. Now take that right leg, turning those right toes in the same direction as the left. You might need to wiggle yourself off to the side of the chair just a little bit, right? I like to actually hold onto the chair when I create this shift. So one hand on the center, one hand on the back, and then lower down that right knee toward the floor, right? My toes are tucked under. Knees down. You could use a block. We've done that before, so I'll demonstrate it here. If you have a block, you could lower the knee down to the block for more stability. Yeah, totally up to you, right? It could be floating or it could be stable on a block. Good. When you're ready, stabilize that left foot, push it down into the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. This is a variation of Angiasana, crescent lunge. Lift the heart up, lift the arms up. Good. Expectation at its best. I've got to keep a really good sense of humor today. Good. One more inhale and exhale. Hands come down. Good. Lifting up that knee and see if you can wiggle that foot back. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, so opening that hip flexor, that might not be available, right? So take what serves you. Don't have the expectation that your body is supposed to do everything, right? Meet yourself where you are. On an inhale, reach the arms up, drawing that right heel back and pushing down and forward into the left big toe mound. Good. All right, now draw the hands to the heart center. Stabilize your core. Start to look down toward those left toes and hover. right? So like the pinky fingers are trying to come toward that left thigh, that left knee. Good, it might enable you to push back further on that right heel. Good, you guys look really good. One more breath. And then with an inhale, rise on up. Good, release the hands and open those bodies back to the front. Heel toe, the feet toward that hips distance. Hands to the heart center, and let's take a flow as a nice way to clear it out. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Remember, you don't have to fold all the way. Don't have that expectation that you can do it all. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out and rise on up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Get the oxygen in. Rise up. Exhale, swan dive. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sweep arms out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Hands down to the seat of the chair. And then we're going to step that right foot out to the right. Keeping that nice squared off action, right? So hands on those ribs, turning those bodies toward that left bent leg, yeah? Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, bending that right arm, lowering that right arm down and leaning the body over to the side, right? A Parsvottanasana, or a side angle pose. How stable can you be in your core? Pushing down into the feet, staying stable on the chair, and making your breath a priority. And now, seeing if you can spread the fingers wide on that right hand and start to reach it forward. So the torso position stays the same, right? Maybe you do it for one breath, or maybe you need to keep your hand and your elbow down on that thigh, and that's totally fine. Right, breath in and breath out. See if you can continue to rotate, drawing that left shoulder back and open. So good. One more big breath in. Oh, and exhale, lowering that hand down. Good. Inhale, rise back up. Draw the hands to the heart. Turn the torso to face over toward that right thigh. Maybe hands come on the ribs again, kind of turning. And then that left thigh starts to come down. Knee toward the block or the floor. Toes tuck under. Hips square. Take your time finding your alignment. When you are ready, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And start to lean back a little here. Good. Nice stretch and openness for the hip flexor, that core muscle on your left side, right? And if you're leaning back a lot, you feel a lot of weight going into those left toes, try to find some equanimity. Push down and forward with the right toes. Good. One more breath in. And exhale, hands come to the heart. And then let's take the hands to the seat of the chair and the back of the chair, right? Maybe lifting that knee up and straightening the leg a little bit more. Doesn't mean it has to straighten completely, yeah? Drawing that left heel toward the space behind you. All right, now, if you feel stable, you can release both arms. If you need to hold on with just that right hand, you can do that as well. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Good, and lean back to whatever degree is available. So my teacher, Leslie, always said over and over again to me for years, meet yourself where you are, right? That message is so important. Yes, and then slowly draw the hands to the heart. Look down toward those right toes, keeping the thumbs pressing against the sternum. Start to hinge at the hips and just lean in forward and hover. So those pinkies are coming toward that thigh or that knee. Maybe it enables you to straighten a little bit more through that left leg, drawing that left heel back. Probably a little bit more weight coming into the toes or the foot on the right. So stay as stable and balanced as you can. Make sure that nothing robs you of your breath. Good. And then with an inhale, push down to rise up. Good. Releasing the arms out like wings and then spinning yourself back to center. Keep those feet wide this time. Maybe adjusting a little bit. I'm going to move some of my props out of the way so you can see. Right, toes are pointing out. Inseam of the legs open. Hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend that left elbow, lean to the left and stretch again. Variation of a wide, nice side angle pose. Good. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, opposite side, lean. Good. Inhale, rise back up. One more time, opposite side. Yeah, stay stable. This time, see if you can take that same action again. Reaching that left arm forward. There's a big action in the oblique muscles here, right? And if you need to keep that arm on the leg, do so. Good. Lower that arm back down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, switch sides. Side angle pose with both wide legs. Stay stable in the core and the base of the feet. See if you can stretch those fingers out like they're coming out of your belly button. Yeah, you guys look so good. How's your breathing? I bet we're getting a little warmer now. Yeah, good. And then slowly bringing that arm back down. Inhale, rise on up. Good, and hands to the heart. Woo. All right, heel toe, those feet closer together. Let's straighten out that right leg. Stretch out the back of the hamstring a little bit. I'm gonna bring my hands to the seat of the chair and just wiggle myself forward a little bit. See if you need to do the same, right? So that the edge of the chair is not digging into any part of your leg. Good, flex the toes. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, and see if you can really press those palms firmly and just start to lean a little. All right, lean and hinge a little. Don't round the spine. Maybe you only go 2 inches or so. You can always bring the hands to that left thigh, the bent leg, yeah? Or maybe you keep this hovering action and maybe allow the pose to grow a little bit. Good, make sure you're breathing. Good. And then with an inhalation, rise back up, arms reach up. Good, and exhale, lift up that straight leg, bend it in toward the chest, round the spine. Good, lift the head and chest again. Hold on behind the thighs, interlace the fingers and see if you can straighten the leg out in front of you. I'm thinking that's how clean to the bottom of my feet look. I'm walking around my deck. Yes. I see Ellen wiggling her toes at me. I'm wiggling my toes back at you. All right, so flex that foot, right? It's a nice big stretch for the shoulders if you grow a little taller. Good. Action of that leg, right? So there's a lot of assistance holding this leg up here with the hands underneath. See, maybe you can just release your left hand, maybe, right? Got 50% of the assistance gone. See how that feels, right? Maybe reaching the arms up, creating a little opposition. See how that helps. Good. And then maybe if you're able to, releasing the right arm and reaching it out and out. Woohoo! Yes. So core strong. Anybody shaking a little and quivering a little? I know I am. Yeah. It's all good, and you know, no expectations like this is going to be a cinch today, or I'm going to suck at this. So expectations can go in either direction. Give me one more breath in. Good, and exhale, soften the knee, place the hand down, foot down, and swan dive. Woohoo! Fingers to shins, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out and up. Hands to the heart. One more time. Clear the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Good, and as you exhale, lifting that leg, hugging it in, squeezing it in toward the chest, rounding here. Good. And then lifting that head up, interlace those fingers underneath that thigh, and start to slowly straighten that leg out in front of you. Right? Allow it to be like a nice stretch. Not only does it stretch the back of the leg open, the back of the knee joint open, right? But it really stretches that shoulder, the place between the shoulder and the ear to grow nice and tall. Good. Right. And then from here, maybe you stay. It's plenty of work, even with holding on, you know? Right? Or maybe you just keep the left hand there and release the right one. See how that feels, right? All right, 50% there. Yeah. Maybe reaching that arm up, getting a little opposition, right? There's a root and a rise. So the more you push into the foot that's on the floor, the more stable everything else is going to feel, right? And maybe you release the opposite hand, or maybe you don't. You choose, right? Good. Breath in and breath out, right? So sometimes the expectation is if we were able to do it on the first side, we should have no problem doing it on the second side, right? So let go of expectations, meet yourself where you are, make sure you can breathe. Give me one more breath in, and slowly soften the knee, place it down, and swan dive. Hallelujah. Good, fingers to shins. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Good, sweep the arms out and up, and exhale, hands to the heart. All right, we're gonna do one little standing sequence today. So maybe, I'm not sure, Roger, if you had an expectation that all chair yoga was going to be sitting in the chair, you could stay seated in the chair, or you can join us and come to standing. All right, so I like to always come around to the back of my chair. I'm going to turn my chair. You don't need to turn yours by any means, but I like to turn mine just so you get a really good view. Yeah. All right, so fingertips on the back of the seat of the chair. Good, feet about hips distance. And if you position yourself like fingertips distance away, there should be enough space here, right? Theoretically. Everyone's arm and legs length are unique, so if you need to go closer or further away, by all means do so. All right. Now, let's lift that left arm up. Good, beautiful. And get kind of heavy on that right foot. And just see if you can lift, heavy on the left foot. Lift your right heel. Yeah, good. All right there, so good. Let's see if maybe you can lift that heel and kind of bring that heel towards your tush and align the knees. So there's a lot of balance going on here. Core is so important to keep us balanced, right? If you need to lower the toes down to the mat like this behind you, that would be fine. If you can keep it floating knee next to knee, that's fine too. No expectations, just meet yourself where you are. Good. And then I'm going to begin to look down toward the seat of the chair. Keep that left arm bicep by the ear and start to hinge forward. Keep holding that right hand on the chair. Maybe you start to straighten that right leg back behind you and leaning the chest toward the top of the seat of the chair, the top of the back of the chair, I should say, yeah? So this is a variation of Warrior 3. So activate that right leg that's in the air, just like you did when you were lifting it up in front of you. Now you're using your glutes to lift it up behind you. How's your breath? Good, and you can always hold on with two hands if you needed to. One more breath. Good. And slowly see if you can bend that right knee. Try not to let it touch down as you pass by that left knee, lifting the right knee up and maybe holding on with both hands for just a moment. Good. And then lower down that right foot. Woo. Good. Inhale, sweep both arms out and up. If you need to hold on with one hand, please do so. And exhale to the heart. Just one more time like that to get some more breath and strong amount of oxygen coming in. Inhale, breathe, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, draw it right to your heart. Good. Fingertips to the back of the chair. Once again, strong, right? A good core helps us to have good posture. Yeah. And then we're gonna lift that right arm up. Get that length on that right side of the body. Get heavy on the right foot. And then see if you can just kind of lift your left heel up. Right, maybe that's enough for you. If you have any kind of balance challenge, oh boy, this is plenty. Yeah? All right, if you feel like you can lift that heel towards your tush, just give it a little squeeze. The knees line up. Okay, lots of balance here. Breath in. And breath out. Now I'm going to gaze down toward the seat of the chair and I'll start to hinge at the hips. Keep nice length in the spine. As you extend that right arm forward and hinge forward, you can start to extend that left leg back behind you. What a gift to know you have the chair to help you with Virabhadrasana 3, a warrior 3 pose. Good. Breath in. And breath out. Remember, you can do the same pose with those left toes on the floor. It would look like this, right? That would be fine. Notice your expectations and breathe. So good. And then slowly, slowly lifting the head up, soften that left knee. Bring the right hand back to the chair. Try not to let the left foot touch. Lift the knee up. Use that core one more time. Woo, good, and lower that foot down. Good, feet are hips distance for stability. The wider they go, the more stable you are. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. You can always hold one hand on a chair. And exhale to the heart. One more time for good breathing. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So well done. Hands to the back of the seat of the chair and slowly make your way back and around to seated. Oh, good. All right. Feet hips distance, feet flat on the floor, hands to heart center. We're going to take 3 rounds of a sun salutation here. All right, a little bit more complex than the short salutes we've been doing. I will cue you through it. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, out like wings. Good. Bend the arms like a cactus and lean forward. Hinge halfway. Hover. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to those knees. Slide the hands down the shins. Forward fold, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, fingers come up the shins, halfway, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Right hand to the floor in the center or a block. Sweep that left arm open to a twist. And exhale, close. Good. Left hand to the floor in the center. Inhale, sweep that right arm open to a twist. And exhale, close. Good. Sweep the arms out together. Rise on up. Arms to the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, Samasthiti. Hands to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, wings. Inhale, bend. Elbows. Exhale, hinge and hover. Look toward the toes or the front of the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, hands on knees, slide down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift up and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, close the twist. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, close the twist. Inhale, sweep both arms out and up, gather up all that goodness. Exhale, Samastiti, equal standing posture. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale, wings. Good. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, hinge and hover. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, hands on knees. Slide down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, twist open to the right. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Take a pausing moment here. Ooh, yeah. Can you feel the beat of your heart? Pumping all that oxygenated blood through your body. Good. So I feel that when we learn to not be so attached to expectations, it helps our relationships. The relationships we have with others, and the relationship we have with ourselves. Slowly lower the hands down to the thighs. Slide the hands toward the knees. Bring the chin to the chest. Round the middle back backwards. Push down into the feet. So the feet are pushing down and forward. They don't actually move. It's an isometric movement. A nice kitty cat pose. Good. Slow and gentle with an inhale. Bend those elbows. Slide the wrists toward the hip crease. Squeeze those shoulder blades in. Lift up the heart, the chest, and the chin. Exhale, start to round the spine, tilt the pelvis, arms, hands slide forward, elbows straighten, see if you can reach fingertips toward the knees. Take 2 more, sweet and slow cat-cow. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, kitty cat hunch. Last one, best one. So well done. Make your way to a neutral spine. Good. And let's relax the jaw. See if you can part the teeth and just move your mandible side to side. All right. And then stick the tongue out. Right? Maybe even move the tongue side to side. I can't do that one and say it at the same time. Right? Just notice. I think we have a tendency to keep a lot of tension in the face. Right? So stay soft in the muscles of the face as we wind down, chin down to chest. And then with an inhale, just rocking that right ear over toward that right shoulder. And then rolling it back down, chin toward collarbone and chest. Inhale, rolling left ear toward left shoulder. And exhale, rolling chin back down. Good. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, maybe letting the head drop back behind you. Open the front of the throat. Don't force it. And inhale back to center. Let's take 1 full circle in each direction. Big breath in. Exhale, chin down to chest. Inhale, left ear toward left shoulder, and head comes back behind you. As you exhale, come over to the right and back down. Opposite way. Inhale, right ear toward right shoulder and back behind you. Exhale to the left and down. Good. Next inhale, head comes back to neutral. And slowly hip walk yourself back into your chair. Good. And allow yourself to really sit in your chair. We have been seated for almost this entire practice, right? But we've been seated in an energetic way. Right now, I would like you to be seated in a passive and sweet way. Let your body get heavy. Maybe decide if you want to have your palms face up or down. I'm a fan of taking Shavasana with my palms upwards. Sometimes I even stack them in a chair position, right? So the palms are stacked and the tips of my thumbs touch. This is called Dhyana Mudra. It's a really nice way to create this welcoming, this openness to receive, like you've got a little bowl here and you can fill it with all the goodness. Let your belly get soft. Let the belly even get saggy. Feel the soles of your feet on the floor in the softest way, like a delicate touch to the surface it's resting on. Allow your body to breathe itself here. Oh, so good. And so we're going to take about 1 to 2 minutes of silence and stillness without having an expectation as to how we're supposed to feel. Just be here and now. As you hold on to this stillness for a moment or two longer, take this moment to acknowledge yourself, to thank yourself for coming out to do the practice, just to check in with how you feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If you had this expectation to feel a certain way and the results were different, just be okay with that. Start to breathe a little bigger to reawaken the body from this sweet state of rest. And as you exhale, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe circle the ankles and the wrists. Good. Hands down on those thighs and just sit yourself up again. Maybe hip walking yourself forward enough to reawaken, sitting up tall with the spine. Good. And then I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hi. Om peace, peace, peace. May this practice always be a source of peace for each one of you. A place where you can learn and grow and breathe and stretch and strengthen and balance, and a place where you can just be with yourself. Thank you so much for coming out to practice with me today. It is my greatest honor always to guide you through the ancient and most magical practice we call yoga. So wishing you a terrific Tuesday, and until we meet again, namaste.